Martin Odegaard has been injured. Arsenal are in an injury crisis, and this international break has done Arsenal no favors whatsoever. Bismillah ar-Rahman rahim. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, usually I go live and stuff like this, but I've decided to go pre-recorded on this one. Just kind of a short video to really just talk about Arsenal, their injury crisis, what's going on right now. So please do make sure you guys are liking the video. Do make sure you guys are subscribing because today we're just gonna state honest opinions. As you guys know me, I'm very fair and objective 99% of the time. So please like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Yes, Martin Odegaard is injured. There's plenty of speculation on Twitter, stuff like that. We'll see what the doctors say, obviously, but we can go only based off of what we know, off of what we see. And according to many reports, he might be out for 4 to 6 weeks. And listen, this is a massive injury blow for Arsenal. Massive injury blow for Arsenal. You have to say, this has happened as well with Merino. Obviously what happened to him in training, the fact that he got injured. There was an injury scare with Calafiori. So kind of the two new signings for Arsenal, there is doubts over them, I'm going to say, because with Calafiori, we really don't know. And Odegaard, captain for Arsenal, by the way, is now also injured. So first and foremost, we wish Martin Odegaard a speedy recovery. I'm not one of those fans who's going to sit up here and laugh and blah, blah, blah. I don't do any of that type of stuff. I wish Odegaard nothing but a speedy recovery. I hope he's fit by the time this video is out. Honestly, because I don't want any player to get injured. I don't want any player to be in any form of bad injury or health situation. That's not the type of person I am. Whatever your thoughts are, your thoughts, but I'm here to state mine. So wish him a speedy recovery. And listen, the reason why I'm making this video is this time now for Arsenal, it will prove either the negative fans are right or the positive fans are right. That's just the matter of fact with this whole situation. I'm so sorry, guys, but this is the reality of football. Either the guys, who are negative are correct, or the guys who are positive are correct. Because Arsenal's run of fixtures for this next month is absolutely insane. You've got the North London derby, Spurs away. The first Champions League game away at Atalanta. The less said about that, the better. I even got clipped up for that. They play Man City away. They then have a Carabao Cup third round game at home to Bolton, so that should be easy. Then they've got a game against Leicester City and a game against PSG in the UEFA Champions League. And then they ended with Southampton, which also shouldn't be that difficult of a fixture. Now, listen, if Arsenal's depth is as good as a lot of Arsenal fans stated this summer, if Arsenal's squad really is ready to challenge for a Premier League title, really is ready to challenge on all fronts and compete, then they should be able to get through this period unscathed. They should be able to get through this period without sustaining, a crazy points drop or any of that type of stuff. I mean, of course, Martin Odegaard is one of the most important players for Arsenal. There is no doubt about that whatsoever. Listen, he's an important player. Yes, I think he had a not minimal amount of GA over the last 6-month period, but he still is a very important player for Arsenal. He's still a very good player for Arsenal. Obviously, he's their captain. So this might affect them, and it might affect them negatively. And we will see in this run of form whether, the guys that say, hey, we have good depth, the depth is good, blah, 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 are right, or the guys that say we don't have depth, we need depth, we need to sign players, are also right. And I think here's the thing, people are expecting, maybe in my opinion, players like Nwaneri to make appearances and stuff like this. And I have to say, look, guys, I'm a Liverpool fan. You've probably heard Liverpool fans prop up Trey Nyoni this summer. You guys need to understand something. The grown man game is completely different. You're not going to play Nwaneri away against Tottenham Hotspur in a game of football. As talented as he is and as good as he might be and as good as he might become, you're just not going to throw him into a North London derby and go like, yo, here's your Premier League full start debut, just go ahead and play it. I know he's played before, obviously, in the Premier League. I'm saying as a debut, as a starter. So you're not going to go ahead and do all of that away at Tottenham Hotspur. So I think, listen, from my perspective, I'd assume Arteta is going to trust more of his experienced troops, if you would like. He's probably going to move Havertz back into midfield, maybe play Jesus up top, whatever kind of solution, maybe play Jorginho, Partey, and Havertz ahead of them. That's the thing that I think, he will most likely do. But obviously, I'm not an Arsenal fan and I'm not Mikel Arteta. I don't know exactly what he's going to do. I'm only going to speculate. So that's one of the things that he could do. I would assume, like playing Havertz in midfield, playing Havertz as the 10 or whatever it is, playing ahead of them Gabriel Jesus, Saka on the right, Trossard, Sterling, whoever on the left. Let's not argue over that. But, that's the one guy that I think probably could play in that position, because we have to be honest, you guys. Listen, youngsters can make an impact. Youngsters can make a difference. Youngsters can play. As we saw with my own club last season. We've seen the likes of Bobby Clark, TJ McConnell, a whole bunch of youngsters playing for Liverpool last season. But at the end of the day, it's about the size of the games. Because Arsenal's next two fixtures is going to be against Tottenham Hotspur, which is a derby, and against Manchester City, who's the title rival. So both fixtures aren't really a joke. So it's not like a fixture that you can afford to go in with a Nwaneri or with a kid. So you're going to have to play other players and move things around, and this is going to test the resolve of Mikel Arteta as well. This will show these 2-3 tough games in this period will show exactly what Arteta's made of. That's just the reality of the situation, you guys. It's going to show what Arteta's made of, because he's got to rotate now. He's got to rotate. He's got to change around the team. He's got to find a solution from within, because the transfer window is now closed. Unless, and this could be a crazy solution, Arsenal could sign Rabiot. I mean, the free agents, 4 more days, you could sign a free agent. He's on a free. You don't have to pay any club anything. He's just sat there. He's experienced. To be fair, you could go get Adrian Rabiot. Now, I know there's tough situation with his agent, mom, whatever it is. Maybe clubs don't like him, and I understand that and I respect that. That's why maybe he doesn't have a club yet. But, that could be also a solution from the outside. But Arsenal now, everything will be tested. We will know the reality of Arsenal in the next 2-3 games. We'll literally figure out the direction that Arsenal Football Club are headed in. Because I was one of the people that predicted Arsenal to win the league. And I've said it plenty of times, defensively, I think they have the strongest defense in the league. Numbers shown it last season. And on paper as well, overall, the defensive depth is just insane for Arsenal. So I think defensively, they're well set off. And here's the thing. I mean, you're playing against Manchester City. They're your title rival. If you get a draw against Manchester City, sorry, it's not the end of the world. Now, on top of all of that, the game is at the Etihad. So they don't play in the Emirates the next 2 Premier League fixtures. So they're going away to Tottenham Hotspur, and they're going away to Manchester City. So they've got a North London derby coming up, and they've got Manchester City away coming up. So this will test the resolve of the squad, of the starting 11, of all the players. And I mean, listen, if Arsenal beat Tottenham Hotspur and maybe draw to Man City away, that's a fantastic result for Arsenal. I was one of the people who said, oh, yeah, Arsenal should have beaten Manchester City, blah, blah, blah. No. If they put in a defensive masterclass again and they end up getting a draw, that's a good result. But this now will test the resolve, and it will prove everything right. Either the people who have been talking about Arsenal's depth, that it's crap, are right all along, and Arsenal need better depth, or people who say that Arsenal's depth is good now will get proven right, and we'll see it once and for all. And that's just the reality of the situation. And listen, it's the same with my club. There's the same debate, same exact conversation with my own club. Do Liverpool have good depth? Do Liverpool not have good depth? Blah, 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 blah. And, alhamdulillah, no one has been injured. Inshallah, no one gets injured from now to the end of the season for any club. I don't want to see anyone get injured. I want to see the best players out there on the pitch. And that's why I wish Martin Odegaard a speedy recovery. But this is bad news for Arsenal. More bad news. It's like a pylon of injuries with Merino, Calafiori, and now Odegaard. So I wish him a speedy recovery. And we'll see, because this will test Mikel Arteta's resolve. This will test the squad's resolve. This will test everything that's happening at Arsenal Football Club right now resolve. So we shall see what happens. But anyway, I just wanted to put out this video. I want to get you guys' opinions in the comment section down below. So please do comment your opinion, like the video, subscribe, share the video as well. And we'll see you guys whenever we see you. Peace.